here's the hard one, is the negative exponents. It's the last of the rules. All right, the first thing you want to do is make sure that your expression is completely simplified. If your exponent is still negative, then the term switches places. That means numerator goes to denominator or denominator goes to numerator. And then the exponent becomes positive. So if you switch numerator to denominator, so our x to the negative n is over 1. Okay, so the numerator goes to the denominator, exponent becomes positive. Now, when that happens, you put a 1 in the numerator to hold its place. Denominator back to numerator, so this goes up, exponent becomes positive. Technically, this is over 1. If you don't have anything else there, you don't need it to be over 1, though. 2 to the negative 3. Remember, this is over 1. Okay, I don't have any other exponent rules to deal with on here. So this is going to go to the bottom. So 1 goes in its place. And the exponent becomes positive. Now, I would simplify that. 2 cubed is 8. Z to the negative 6. Put it over 1. This is going to go to the bottom. 1 takes its place. Exponent becomes positive. Okay, this is going to go up. 1 takes its place. Exponent becomes positive, and technically it becomes 1. I don't need the over 1. I don't even need the exponent 1. X to the negative 6, it's in the bottom, so it's going to go to the top. 1 in its place. Exponent becomes positive. Technically it's over 1, but again, I don't really need that. So just x to the 6. All right, now I've got mixed up variables. So the first thing I want to check is repeated variables. X has nothing repeated, y, z. All right, awesome. So x to the negative 3 is going to go down to the bottom. Exponent becomes positive. Y squared is going to go down to the bottom. Exponent becomes positive. Z squared goes to the top. Exponent becomes positive. That's a lot of crossing out. Normally I would not write that much crossing out. They would just switch places and the exponents become positive. All right, now be careful when you have mixed positives and negatives. The only thing that switches spots is the negative exponent. So it's just that one. So it's going to go down to the bottom. Exponent becomes positive. All right, w to the negative 4th is in the bottom. So it goes to the top. Exponent becomes positive. All right, I've got an x to the negative 6 in the top, y, or a z to negative 2 in the bottom, so they're going to switch. This goes down. That goes up. Exponent becomes positive. Exponent becomes positive. I don't know why I wrote w. Okay, both of these are over 1. Okay, so they're both going to switch places. 1 in its place. Exponent becomes positive. All right, now simplify before doing any kind of negative exponents. All right, so this whole thing is being raised to the negative 3rd power. So the first thing you have is power to power. Okay, that 3 is to the 1. So it's 3 to the negative 3. Then your x, that's negative 4 times negative 3, so that's 12, because power to power is multiplying. And you have your y, 2 times negative 3, negative 6. All right, so the rules say simplify the exponent, simplify the expression first. If the exponent is still negative, that's when you start switching things around. 2 exponents are still negative. So 3 to the negative 3 goes to the bottom. So does y to the negative 6. So 3 exponent becomes positive, y, exponent becomes positive. 3 cubed is 27. All right. It's in this place where my smaller goes to larger. Quotient rule. And change the signs. This is where it becomes incredibly handy, is quotient. All right, so if we start with the x's, x squared, x to the negative 5. Dividing by the same base, we should be subtracting the exponent. However, the negative 5 is smaller than the 2. Okay, so I'm going to take it out, and you switch signs. It was negative, now it's positive. And then we have our y's. Y to the negative 4, y cubed. Negative 4 is smaller than 3. So bring it down. Exponent becomes positive, because it was a negative 4. So what I have left, I have x squared, or x to the 2 plus 5, so x to the 7. And then y to the 3 plus 4, which is also 7. No negative exponents left. You're done. Simplify first. This is power to power. So multiply your exponents. 2 to the 1. So that's 2 to the negative 2. 4 and negative 2, that's negative 8. Negative 5 and negative 2 is positive 10. Still have negative exponents left. So they're going to go down to the bottom. Exponents become positive. So that's 4. All right, last one. You want to simplify before applying any negative exponents. This is quotient. We have y negative 3, y squared. Negative 3 is smaller than 2. Bring it down. Change its sign. You have your z next. Negative 6 is the one that's smaller. The bigger the negative sign, the smaller the number. So bring it up, change its sign. So z squared over y to the 5th. So now I want you to pause and work on sections 5 and 6 in your 5.1 assignment.